Has VAR actually improved football? Now, this is one big question on the lips of so many football fans across the globe since the introduction of this VAR rule into football. Now, so many people have argued that VAR is taking the fun out of the game, it's slowing the game down, it's killing the game. A lot of people will say that VAR has done more harm than good. And then some other group of people, quite a few, have argued that VAR has actually done more harm than good. And to fully understand whether or not that is true, to fully understand whether or not VAR has actually improved football, I think we need to ask ourselves one thing: what exactly is VR here for? If you can understand actually what VR was introduced for, then you can begin to ascertain whether or not it has done more harm than good. And from where I see it, VR was introduced to make the job of the referee easier. That is number one. Introduction of VR meant that the job of the referees will now be easier. Number one. Number two, VR was introduced to expose football to the world. To expose football to the world. And the most importantly, number three, VR was not introduced to stop injustice. It was introduced to expose it. It was introduced to reveal the injustice and corruption in football. And if you ask me in these regards, I would say VR has done 80% of the job it was introduced for. Yes, there are some teams that some players will argue, and some footballers will argue VR is slowing the game down. Yes, I can agree that. There are some times when the tempo is high, the players would like to continue playing. The referee will halt just to go listening to the VR officials or to go and check the VR booth. I understand all that. But we can also not deny the fact that VR has helped a lot of teams because VR ensures a level playing ground for everybody. There are so many teams right now that would have suffered unfavorable calls from referee if not for the intervention of the VR. We have seen one too many times where a player will be given a red card, VR will say no, it's a yellow card. We have seen one too many times where a player will be given a yellow card and VR will say no, that offense is too harsh, it's a red card offense. We have seen one too many times a player will score a goal and VR will check and see it's an offside. We have seen these things. So when you think about left, you think about the right, think about the advantages and disadvantages, you will see that VR has done 75 to 80% of a positive job since its introduction. Since the introduction of this technology, football is no longer just captured in moments. Football is no longer in moments now. It is captured in frames and pixels. If you're into videography, the ones that are into videography will understand what I'm saying. Football is not just in moments now. It's captured in frames and pixels for everybody to see. With the invention of VR, emotions died and precision was born because a lot of referees make calls based on their emotions, based on how they feel or something, without a clear insight of exactly what happened. They make calls according to their emotions. But with this VR, referee can just simply ask, "What's up? What's going on?" or go to the VR booth and check. Now, this is no longer about emotions. It's about precision. It's about accuracy. It's about what I am seeing. That is why I said with VR, emotions died and precision was born. So, to the viewers now watching me, I would ask you something. Which one would you choose? Would you choose a beautiful chaos? Because when VR was not around, there are a lot of things that happened. Football was fun, yes, but there's a lot of chaotic moments that we have seen. So I ask you, would you choose a beautiful chaos or would you choose a cold, accurate correctness, if I'm to put it that way?